Hi, Taurus. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a general love reading for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and any cross watchers. Always welcome to any of my readings. We're going to ask our spirit guides today about the loving energy that may be around you at this time, or loving energy that may be coming towards you. So let's see what our cards are saying. Let's call in our guides now. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's newly guided here. Spirit, I ask for your loving messages. What is it that you want us to hear today? What is it that you need us to know? I am listening for you now. I go with the flow. A little bit of just let it happen. Let the universe work. Sometimes we overthink what's happening or what's going to happen next. Sometimes we have to stay in the moment. It sounds so simple, but it's so hard to do because we want to see if we're wasting our time. We want to know if, this person's going to work out or not work out. So we just don't have the answer, Spirit saying, like the answers aren't here yet. I have hope. So I'm hoping for the best. Don't ever give up on hope. Don't ever give up on what is meant for you, what you are deserving of. Believe in the magic. Look at this kind of beautiful crystal ball. So it's a little bit of a reminder that we're not in control, but there's this magical universe working for us behind the scenes. And we just have to continue to believe that. Otherwise, what are we all doing here? But right now, Spirit's saying, don't drop the ball. Like, don't stop believing in yourself. Don't stop believing in magic. Don't stop believing in love. I have be patient. Look at arms wide open. I'm ready to receive. So for those of you that are waiting patiently, they are just kind of reconfirming that they're working on it. They're saying, just relax and, allow the universe to work. Spirit, tell me about this magic. Tell me what you have coming our way. Confirm a love that is around us. I have an Ace of Pentacles. I have a 10 of Pentacles. The 2 of Swords. And I have a Page of Swords. It came into me as a choice. Here's the crossroads. Here's the fork in the road. So you could be facing a choice. You could be having to decide between two people. I know you might not believe that, but it could be somebody from your past trying to reappear at about the same time that somebody is coming in. And it's a little bit of a time to choose. And you could be having a really hard time with that. Like maybe I want to see that crystal ball, who do I choose? So right now, whoever you're choosing is bringing abundance into your life. So that could be a clue. Okay. It could be that one of these people is much more stable financially. They have something to show for all the years that they've been working. The Spirit's saying they have a plan for their future. So that could be a clue. They could have things like benefits or investments or 401k, or they've bought a home, so it's a feeling of financial security that at least that they have. So I would say that would be a clue. I also feel like this is somebody that I've started talking to either again or recently. And I feel like they're saying the sharks, it's like shark infested waters. So there's a little part of me that feels like it's a past that is trying to come back in, and they're saying you're anxious about it. You're not sure that this person is saying and going to do the right things this time. So you could be anxious about it, and maybe you're just not, you're not there. You're not ready to let this person back. Let's keep going for a second, because there's a part of me that feels like Spirit's going to put somebody else in front of you at about the same time. An Ace of Swords, a Moon. I have a Seven of Cups. And I have a Four of Swords. The Moon and the Four of Swords is coming into me as I always hoped this person would pull themselves out of something. And the key word is recovery. So it could be somebody that struggles with addictions, alcoholism, depression, anxiety, struggling, you know, just with kind of keeping up with life and some things like that. And maybe you just always hoped that they would get better because you love them and you believed in them, and you just have always hoped that they would get better. And maybe they have, maybe they've reached out to you and said, I'm doing much better and I want to see you. I want to try again. I want to, you know, do something. But there's also a part of me that is saying that you're seeing things more clearly with these aces. And not that you didn't care about this person or still don't care about this person, but there's a part of you that feels like there's something better. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with you thinking that you deserve something better than continuing to help somebody else pick up the pieces, or continuing to help somebody put their life back together. Okay. Like, you can't fix this person, even though you have hopes and dreams that you could have at some point. It's a feeling of something better is coming in, and it's for you. Okay. It's something better in the sense that it's going to work better for you. It's not that it's a better person. It's that it's at this time in your life, it's a better match. It's just going to work better for you for some reason. It's because I have a feeling like you still love this person, but you're just either tired of trying to help them, tired of how hard it is when you are with them, something like that. I have a Page of Wands. I have an Eight of Cups. I have a Ten of Wands. And I have a Nine of Cups. Yeah, it is a feeling of I wish it could be easier with this person. It's always this person telling you, I've changed, things are getting better, things will get better. It just feels too hard. It always feels like it's hard work. I feel like you are deciding that you have to continue to move forward. This shark is kind of like moving in a different direction, it feels like. So I just feel like Spirit is letting you know that there's something better. And this page is coming into me as something exciting happening. Yeah, I do feel like it's either somebody's flirting with you, somebody is got your attention. Unfortunately, I feel like they're both happening at about the same time. So it's choosing, you know, do we choose the past or the present? Do we choose the new, the new or the old? You know, I mean, it depends on what your feelings are, but I feel like they're coming in at the same time. I have the number 47. I'm going to try to pronounce this. Shara Beast, I guess, and Ciclia. The future holds promise. Let's go with that. The future holds promise. It's this belief in yourself that you deserve better. Okay. It has nothing to do with whether you cared about somebody or love somebody, or that you do believe that they're doing better. You do believe that they have improved or they've changed. But there's a part of you that says, I still feel like I want more. I still feel like I deserve more. And I'm not giving up on the hope, the belief, those earlier energy cards that we had, that Spirit has something better for me. I have Potesis, number 43, the old man of the sea. Plan, relax, and flow with the tide. A relaxing energy. I like the planning energy too. How about somebody who comes into your life who has a plan for their life and isn't trying to piece their life together? Somebody who comes into your life who has groundwork set up, that they have a good job. They show up for their job. They have an education. They maybe have training, and an expertise. They've built something. So they've planned for their future. They're planning all the time and preparing, as opposed to somebody who's just like trying to figure it out as they go. So I feel like you just deserve more. And I feel like you are walking a path of a really hard choice, unfortunately. I have the striped dolphin, the number 30. Good news. Flowing through the ether ways will answer your prayers. So I have good news coming. Your prayers are going to be answered. So if you are open to something new and you are trying really hard to close those doors in the past, I feel like I'm going to go with that. Just this sense of prayers are answered, this feeling of what it is you wish for comes true, what it is that you have been hoping. Maybe you're having a really hard time deciding right now between somebody that's come into your life and somebody that you've shared a life with. So you could be having a really hard time with choosing right now at this very moment. I have a 10 of Swords, letting something go. I have an Empress. I have a Queen of Wands. First of all, you choose you. Time to choose. You choose you. That's okay. That should be the starting point. It's not about them, it's about you. So who makes you happy? Who makes you feel secure emotionally? Who makes you feel like you have a future with them? Who makes you feel like the type of life that you want to lead and the kind of lifestyle that you want to lead is a better match for you at this stage in your life? Because maybe you're at a different stage in your life. Saying goodbye is going to hurt. Pushing somebody else away, that maybe you told them that, if they got better, you would take them back. If they changed, you would take them back somehow. So there's always that feeling of, I don't want to hurt somebody, but you don't want to stay in a relationship because the other person's feelings is going to hurt and you're not happy. Like that doesn't make sense either. So you're not going to be happy. You want to release them so that they can find somebody who will make them happy. I have Strength. I feel like Spirit is pulling you in a direction of what's best for you. And sometimes we put so much energy on the other person. We give power to the other person that I'm glad they picked me, or I'm glad they want to be with me. No, of course they want to be with you. Of course they want to be with you. So you choose you first. And if they're in alignment with you, then they're invited into your life. They're invited into your energy. I have a Hermit. Otherwise, you're better off being alone. I have a 5 of Swords. Don't make it so hard on yourself. It feels like I'm struggling. I'm struggling with, here's my 2 of Pentacles. I'm struggling with a choice. I'm struggling with, what path do I choose? You don't have to make the decision today, Spirit's saying, because you're not ready to make the decision. So you wake up every day and you say to yourself, am I ready to make a decision today? And if the answer's no, then you say tomorrow I'll try again, until the day you wake up and you know exactly what it is that you want. You know exactly what direction you're headed. You don't have to, just don't be so hard on yourself. You don't have to make a decision today. Follow the light, listen to your inner guidance, listen to your spirit guides. Trust that whoever's meant to be in your life is going to, you know, it's going to fall into place the way it's meant to. You're not trapped. Okay. Look at this fish in this net. You're not trapped. You always have a choice. You do not have to go backwards, Spirit's saying. Okay. Maybe you feel like you are obligated to somebody, or you have a lot at stake because you have a long-term relationship with them or children with them, or you feel obligated to give them a second chance because you told them you would. But you do always have a choice, and you're not trapped. I have a puffer fish. Don't be defensive. Just feel your feelings is how that came into me. Just feel your feelings, what it is that you're feeling at this time. And I have the Nautilus, the sacred geometry and a divine harmony. Harmony within yourself, harmony within a relationship. Let's get one more of these. And I have an octopus, intelligence, having your hands on a lot of different things. Yeah, I feel like this octopus has their eyes like clearly on something. I feel, you know, just looking at this octopus and I feel like I have my eyes on a target, you know, and whether your target is happiness, a home, stability, commitment, I just feel like this octopus has their eye on what it is that they want. And I'm going to just work towards that. I don't know. It's a hard choices for some of you. Some of you maybe have already let that past go, and that's okay. But I always feel like as soon as you invite somebody new into your life, that past comes out of the woodwork. Like that's how I'm feeling in this reading. It's like, where have you been? And all of a sudden they're just like, they're back. It's like telepathically they know. I have a Knight of Air. Yeah, they come in out of nowhere. You know, this past, you know, the past knocks on your door and says, hey, you know, what's going on? Do you want to meet? Can we get together? Can we see each other? And at the same time, you're like, well, I just kind of started dating somebody and I'm not sure. And they're like, well, how serious is it? And, you know, and then they start to fight for you. And then it's like, oh my God, what the hell am I doing? So this feels like it comes in out of nowhere. This Knight comes in out of nowhere. They're saying, trust your heart. You may be in a really difficult place. Trust your heart. I'm worried. I'm worried I'm going to make the wrong decision. I'm worried I'm going to hurt somebody. I'm worried I'm going to get hurt. I have an Empress. I might have children with this person. So I just feel like it's a little complicated. I have a Devil. This person hurt me. This person has hurt me more than once. And I keep giving them tries. I've given them a lot of tries. And some reason I go back. I like the little clownfish. They're cute. I have a 4 of Pentacles. I'm definitely guarding myself around this. I'm definitely struggling with that. This person put me in a position where I was alone. I want you to think about how you felt. I want you to think about where were they when you felt lonely? Where were they when you felt sad? So you have this door opening to the fork in the road. And here's the moon with this illusion of things can always get better. Maybe you've been telling yourself that for a long time. I have a High Priestess. What is your intuition saying? What is your heart saying? Six of Pentacles. I need more balance in my life. This person might not have given you balance. Maybe it comes down to, I just want stability. I don't want chaos. I don't want fighting. I don't want, whatever. I have a Lover's card. Bottom of the deck, I have a King of Cups and I have a Ten of Cups. I want happiness and I want true love. There's a part of me that says you had this with your past and that's what you're remembering. But then there's also a reminder to you that there's more than one soulmate in our lifetime. And some of us don't realize that. So are you ready to meet another soulmate? Are you ready to start something new with a different soulmate? So, and happiness is yours. I feel like that's what Spirit's trying to share with you. Some of you are struggling with that past still. It's okay. Some of you aren't. But this is a feeling of, I'm going to say there's more than one soulmate, because sometimes we don't realize that. And you think, well, that's the love of my life, or that was the person I think I'm meant to be with for the rest of my life. So I keep going back. And sometimes we have to choose to meet that next soulmate that Spirit puts in front of us, that we're at a different stage in our life. What did they say a minute ago? That this feeling of, yeah, you choose you for sure. And then this feeling of something bigger or better is coming. But it was also a sense of at the stage that you're at. Like maybe that past was really, really good for you years ago. Maybe they were perfect for you years ago, but they're not perfect for you today anymore. You've outgrown them. You've changed. Something like that. Let's see what the loving messages are. They could be loving messages around you currently. There could be loving messages from your future person. Spirit, please share with me. No one compares to you. I belong to you only. How about loyalty? I want to speak my truth. So I do feel that. I feel like the knock on the door. And maybe they are being truthful. Maybe they are wanting to know, what are you doing? Thank you for being there for me. You've always been there for them. This is one of those, you still love your past. But is your past the best thing for you? Is really the question. You didn't stop loving them, but is it still the best thing for you? I'm scared of this connection. I could be scared of the new connection because it's the unknown. I reread all our messages all the time. I never felt so attached to someone like I do with you. I want you to be open to there's more than one soulmate in our lifetime. Because sometimes we lose sight of that. There's a lot of different people in this world. And as you get older, you realize that we have such great capacity to love different people and have different types of relationships in our lifetime. And it's sometimes hard to make those choices, but I want you to look at where you are at this stage in your life and what's important to you. And they said, you choose you first. So I've never felt so attached to someone like I do with you. I want you to feel the energy of, am I really attached to this person, or am I just holding on to what we had in the past with someone else? I want you to be excited about what's in your life. I want you to feel new and happy and stable and secure. So you have to ask yourself, and like I said, maybe today isn't the day that you make a decision. Maybe today is just a day that you look at all your opportunities and possibilities that are ahead of you. So let's put this out into the universe. And I'm going to say tough choice. It's always a tough choice. Some of you, it's easier than others, but some of you, it's definitely could be a difficult place. So let's ask Spirit to guide you. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. If you are new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you always for your kind words. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, go to my website, KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com. Check out my other 2 YouTube channels, my Pick a Card channel and my Twin Flame Soulmate channel for some additional love readings. I hope you enjoyed your reading today, and just know that Spirit will always guide you.